it's very interesting to see, but it seems as though that whenever somebody goes ahead and does something on the internet, there's always that fear that somebody's just gonna pop up out of nowhere and essentially try to make your life miserable. Because as it stands right now, there are just tons of people on the internet, so many that, it's very difficult to find anybody, okay? You can literally have one man or woman and they will have like 80 freaking different sock accounts, and they will just literally, you ban one account and they come back as another, just freaking ridiculous amounts of people on the internet, and you can't tell which one's a good guy, which one's a bad guy. It gets to the point where, you just don't even want to bother with it. So the only way you can really deal with it is to essentially tune it out, because as it stands right now, that's what a lot of people end up having to do. Just tune it out. Just freaking, push it away and pretend it didn't happen. Now, I did mention that trolls can essentially be put in their place, well, probably sort of put in their place, and essentially made to shut up if you just essentially just not acknowledge them, do not pay attention to them, and essentially make them look like a bunch of fools for trying to do what they're doing. And I still stand by that, but it is ridiculous that it's like nobody does anything about this. That there are systems all over the internet that can literally be abused to the point of no freaking end. I mean, you could literally create so many freaking accounts on Twitter. I mean, and it's not by normal means. I mean, you probably have to have tons of freaking computers to do that, or tons of different emails or something of the sort to do that, because believe it or not, every Twitter account has an email tied to it. And with that email, you're supposed to be able to access and verify your account with an email. Now, most of these people obviously have actually created multiple emails, multiple freaking, or have multiple devices with these different accounts on them, and they essentially go on the internet and screw around with people. Because apparently, for some odd reason, they get a sick, twisted kick out of potentially killing somebody with a SWAT. Okay? There has been so many of these freaking incidents in the past. Swatting, people literally almost getting shot. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when you get swatted, the police barge into your house, they go ahead, they put you down on the ground, practically handcuff you, and then point a gun to your head. Like, Koopa Troopa, his freaking younger brother had a freaking gun pointed to his head, okay? A gun. I'm not gonna lie there. It is just disgusting behavior with these people. Like, they purposely want to make people's lives miserable. And there are these other people who purposely go out of their way to find out where some of these people live and then throw their freaking address all over the internet just to harass them, or to what they would like to call, prank them, even though they don't really know them. Because in my personal opinion, a prank only works if it's by someone that you actually know. And if you don't know that person and they're essentially, doing that stuff to you, I don't consider that a prank. That's kind of essentially harassment, okay? You're essentially putting my information out there, you're putting other people's information out there, and essentially ruining their day, their lives, or whatever. Whatever kick you get out of it is completely just ridiculous. I don't see it. I don't see how people enjoy it. I don't see how people love to just make people's lives miserable, make people like literally suffer. It's disgusting. I don't like it. I don't see how anyone could like it, and it's just deplorable behavior. Okay, I can't imagine these people in the real world. I really can't. And I'm glad they don't exist within the real world, because in the real world, they probably would have, they would be hung by the freaking neck with their neckties and whatnot. Okay, because in reality, no one has any time for those people in real life. Okay, on the internet is the only place to have power, and the reason being, no one can find them. No one even bothers to find them. Nobody really cares enough, about what happens on the internet. See you guys later.